That myself and my wife had five sons. And they were living on Guam. Yeah. That my wife had my sons abducted. Yeah. That I was on probation for a year. That my record was expunged. Now, I just want to make mention that the United States Army is the United States Army. Yeah. And you thought, well, it's okay to dissolve a United Nations marriage certificate. Right. Because you're a judge, you're a court commissioner, you have the discretion of the state of Washington. But actually, it does violate the international agreements of NATO. Yes. See, they asked the United Nations to go in there, and then 2008, the EU decided they'd be involved, and then in 2008, Kosovo decided they were independent, and then the United States recognized them as an independent republic, and probably for the last 10 years they've been independent. Yes. The problem is a lot of individuals got married during the time of the United Nations being the non-governmental organization that was the government of Kosovo at that time. Now, what if I did sue you for violating NATO agreements? Yes, because the state does not seem to recognize the military's involvement in other nations. You say I can't do it? Is that what you're saying, Judge Rohr? I can't do it? Well, I can pull out the NATO agreements with the United States during that time. Somebody made the decision, more than likely a military decision, to ask the United Nations to be the non-governmental organization. And it turns out that we decided to get married there during the time that NATO, yes. Now, this NATO encyclopedia, you decided as a state to violate the international agreements of the North American Treaty Organization. And then you decided to take the strength of the United States Army. Yes. And then you decided to appoint somebody as a Superior Court judge. Yes. That has knowingly refused to acknowledge the foreign orders from Guam. Yes. Now, there was that organic act of the United States Navy that had negotiated that, yes. But I think the Army was involved in the decision making. Well, you decided to fuck over every person in the United States military, Judge. That's what you decided to do. You decided that keeping yourself in office was more important than supporting the military's decision to ask the United Nations to be the non-government. You decided to fuck over the United States.